Hello everyone, Vita's842 here, back with another How to Play. Today we're looking at how to play Don't Llama Dice, which is well, technically I guess it's a dice game, but it's also a card game in my opinion, because it does involve playing cards. That's why I'm doing it. I was on the fence about getting this one for a while, but I finally decided to get it after finding it on a Canadian website, surprisingly. What you get is you get a deck of cards numbered 1 through 6, and there's also llamas. And these have gray backs. I mention that because there's also one set, 1 through 6, with a llama that is in a black back, and that will be used to create your llama row. And you get these chips, these markers for points. There's 70 of them, 20 of the black ones, which are 10 points, and there is 50 of the white ones, which are 1 point each. And then you got the free dice, which have numbers 1 through 6, as well as llamas on. Now there is a different. There's llamas on two sides on some of them, so there's on all of them. There's more llamas than there are numbers, which is kind of interesting. Of course, this is by Amigo, 2 to 6 players. I set it up for 3 players. This is the llama line, as it's called, llama row, I guess, actually. And you're going to be playing several rounds. First player would start. What you're trying to do is get rid of all your cards. When it's your turn, you can do one of 2 actions. A, you can roll the dice, or B, you can quit. And if you quit, whatever cards are in front of you, you're going to take in points. Just like regular llama, though, if you have 2 cards of the same value, you're only going to score the points for 1 card. So duplicates don't count against you. They're actually beneficial. So let's say I start. And I'm going to roll the dice. We get 3 llamas. Hey, that's fantastic. If you ever roll 3 llamas, you get to get rid of one of the chips. Of course, if you have a 10-point one, it's obviously the one you want to get rid of because that's 10 points you're getting rid of. Now, you're going to keep playing until somebody hits 40 points, I believe it is. Just bear with me. Yeah. You continue playing until one person has at least 40 negative points. That's what these chips are, for negative points. You want to try to get rid of them. Of course, if more than one player has, whoever has the least amount of points at that time will win the game. So if somebody gets negative 40, somebody else has negative 5, they're going to win the game, the negative 5. If there's a tie, they all win. So if more than one person has the least amount of points, you both win. Anyways, in this case, if you ever get 3 llamas like this, you can get rid of a chip. I don't have any chips to get rid of, so that's unfortunate. But I'm going to go again, because I didn't do anything yet. I get 2 1s and a 3. And this is how, and actually, I should get rid of this card since I got the llamas. What you're trying to do is, whatever you land on when you roll, you get rid of that. You discard it. So I get rid of that. I also get rid of a 3. Since there's only 1 3, I can only get rid of 1, but it's still better than nothing. Now I can go again. I can roll the dice again. So let's try that. A 1, a 2, and a 4. Okay, I'm lucky. I got a 4, so I can get rid of that. At any time, you can stop and let somebody else go. Or you can just quit right out of the game. If I quit right now, I would not get 15 points. I would get 9 points. Because duplicates, you only get deducted for 1 card. I think I'm going to go again. Actually, I need to verify something. Just bear with me a second. I should do this beforehand. And actually, I could have kept the llama because llamas do get rolled more often. But I didn't do that. My bad. Right, so I'm going to go again. We're going to try one more time 2 2s and a 1. Okay. So this is what happens in this case. So I've rolled 2 2s and a 1. I do not have a 2 or a 1, so I can't discard anything. So what I have to do is take one of these values from the llama row and add it to my hand. So I will do that. And now the next player is going to go. They're going to take the dice. I'm going to take this out of the way. 2 llamas and a 6. Well, they don't have iris, so they have to take one. They're going to take the llama because there's lots of llamas. They might as well roll again. 2 llamas and a 3. Well, we're going to get rid of the llama now, unfortunately. I'll put that in a separate discard pile. They might as well roll again. 3 and a 4. Get rid of a 4. 1, 2, and a llama. Okay, well, they're going to get rid of a 1 and a 2. See if they can get a 5. They get a 2 and a llama. Unfortunately, they run into a problem. Because now, there is no llamas or 2s for them to take, and they don't have any llamas or 2s to discard. What happens in this case is llama drama. What happens here is this means this person now has to take all of these cards. We'll just say they stopped, and now it's this person's turn, so there's no llama drama yet. Because that would end the round. If you get llama drama, and you have to take all those cards, that ends the round. So we'll just keep going a bit more here. So I got a 5 and a 6 and a llama. They're going to keep the llama. And they'll roll again. A 1, a 2, and a 6. Don't get rid of this 2. You might as well go again. Add 2 and a llama. And they got a 3, a 4, and a 5. Perfect. They can get rid of that. And, you know, they're going to go again. What's the worst that can happen? And they get a llama. So they go out. If you go out like that, you don't get any points. Now, everyone else is going to score points based on what they have in their hands. So I've got 6, 9, 11, 12. So I would take that, 10 and 2. And this guy has 11. Actually, sorry. He has 5. And then you would take the cards, reshuffle them, and deal them back out. And we'll reset this llama roll. And then you're going to do the same thing. So everyone gets 6 cards. And you go again. And you're going to keep going until somebody gets negative 40 points already. I'm at negative 12. This guy's at negative 5. This guy's at 0. Now, again, if I hadn't continued and this guy hit llama drama like he did, he would have taken all the cards that were there. And those would have counted against him. The round would have ended at that point. We can do that if we want to, but I don't think we will. So it's a pretty interesting game. Pretty simple. Again, everyone's going to get 6 cards, just for a refresher. And I like to lay them out in numerical order. Oops. I got 2 llamas and 2 other cards. This guy's got some cards. You don't have to do like that, but I think it's easier. Oh wow, yeah, I got a bunch of cards. Again, the person's going to start, whoever. They roll the dice, they get a llama and a 2, they can get rid of that. They might want to keep the llama, but they chose not to. They roll a 1, a 3, and a 2. They can get rid of a 1 and a 2. Oh, sorry, a 3, a 2, and a llama. 2 llamas and a 3. So again, they don't have llamas. They don't have a 3. So if you roll the dice and none of them is something that you have in your hand, you have to take one from here. They're going to take the llama. And then their turn, they can end the turn. They can keep going. Let's just say it goes to me. 5, 6, and a llama. I guess I'll get rid of those. 2 5s and a llama. I'll get rid of the llama. Could be a mistake. And I'm going to go again. 2 threes and a 1. Oh, wow. I get rid of those 2 threes. And I'm going to stop. Now, if I want to, at this point in time, I can quit. And I can take the 6 points and I'm out of the game. That's another thing you can do. So, on your turn, there's a couple things you can do. You can roll the dice and try to get rid of all the cards in your hand. You can stop rolling whenever you want. If you roll the dice and it lands on something you don't have in your hand, you don't have in front of you, you have to take one of these. So for instance, this guy rolled the dice right now. A llama, a 2 and a 4. He doesn't have any of these, so he has to take a 2 or a 4. Maybe he takes the 2, because it's less points. And then, he can roll the dice again, or he can pass it to the next person. And then the other thing you can do is you can quit. And if you quit, you're going to get whatever points you have. Obviously, you don't want to quit with a llama or a high card like this. But then again, if I don't quit right now with the 6, I might end up getting all of these cards. Because if I roll the dice right now with a 6, and let's say I land on something like this. Llamas and a 2. And there's no llamas and there's no 2s over here. We have llama drama. And I have to take all these cards. And it's going to score against me. And the round is over. And that's how it's going to work. Now, llamas are worth 10 points each. 10 negative points if you get one of them. And that is that. In terms of scoring and everything. So again, if you roll all 3 llamas, you get rid of a chip. Or if you go out, let's say I'm on the 6 and I roll a 6 and I go out, just like that guy went out last time. I go out so I can get rid of a chip. So that's the game. You're rolling dice, trying to get rid of the cards that you have. If it lands on something you don't have, you have to take something from the llama row. If it's not there, you're screwed. And then whatever you have in your hand is going to give you points, negative points, and then you try to get rid of them. Pretty straightforward. So that is that. I think it's pretty cool. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.